Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of the show. I'm David Burrows, your host as always, and thanks for stopping by to check out episode number 38 right here on the show. All right, just a couple quick mentions to how you can find me. www.davidburrows.ws is my website, and you'll find, of course, every episode on there, but a whole lot of other things happening there. So please take the time to check that out. Sign up for my video email newsletter, yes, you can get some cool prizes and stuff. We've got some things coming up in the next few weeks. You're going to want to make sure you're on that video email newsletter. All right, so davidburrows.ws. Also, of course, you can find us now featured at the Cheeky Monkey website. We've got our own blog there, and Marianne and Roland have kind enough to put that together. So check that out, cheekymonkeysarnia.ca. And if you like to tweet, follow me on Twitter at Dav Burrows. All right, so many different ways to find me, or just YouTube, Mr. David Burrows. All right, hope you're having a great summertime, beating the heat, so to speak. Make sure you put that sunscreen on and take care of yourself. And when they put those heat alerts and UV alerts out there, heat warning, if you will. So be careful out there, but enjoy the summertime as much as you can. I want to say congratulations to Rogers Bay Fest, a very successful year down there, and it was just a lot of fun. So congratulations to Rogers Bay Fest, another successful year. All right, well, many things happened. Let's start talking about it. Coming up this Saturday, July the 28th, let's talk about this. The Crushers, the roller derby group. That's hard to say. Say it 5 times fast. There you go. Roller derby group here from Sarnia, Point Edward area, having boogie nights happening down at the Point Edward Arena. And this will be happening from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. Is a family skate. Tickets $5 each. Or a family of 4 is only $15. So you can just go up there with your skates. And if you don't have skates, they'll rent them to you for $3 a piece. Then coming up later on in the evening, the Crushers continue on to the adult skate from 7 to 10 p.m., once again, continuing on down at the Point Edward Arena. So, boogie nights with the Crushers. They had a successful one back in June, so they're doing it again. So, go down there, have some fun, and boogie the night away with the DJ and everything that's happening. So, good luck to the Crushers on that down at the Point Edward Arena. Also coming up this Saturday, July the 28th, down at Cheeky Monkey from 4 to 6, Daylight for Deadeyes, a Toronto band, if you will, coming down to perform at Cheeky Monkey in the store. Rock and roll, right to the point lyrics and catchy choruses and everything else. And they're down there releasing their new CD called Summer, and that's also going to be available for sale down at Cheeky Monkey. And again, that's this Saturday, July the 28th from 4 to 6 with Daylight for Deadeyes. Some great rock and roll going to be happening there. All right, well, coming up a little bit later on, we have a very special guest, a 2-part interview with up-and-coming country star Kira-Jade. Welcomed us into her home, and we did a nice, again, a 2-part interview we're going to show you here this week. But first, let's talk about some other things, or rather show you some other things that are happening this weekend and coming up. Right now, let's go to your Cheeky Monkey weekend update, and then we'll be back with more.
Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store. Cheeky Monkey, movies and more. Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store in town. Cheeky Monkey, the greatest TV store in town.
All right, welcome back. Once again, your Cheeky Monkey weekend update. Thank you, Cheeky Monkey, for all the support that you give us here on the show. Be sure to check out their website, cheekymonkeysarnia.ca, for their events calendar, blog, and everything else that's happening around town. And as I said, I'll say it again. Thank you, Cheeky Monkey, for all your support. All right, coming up, August 3rd and 4th. Yeah, we're getting into August already, halfway through the summertime. Captain Kids Day happening down in Corunna once again this year. And very excited. We're going to be down there for the Miss Teen Corunna pageant. And I've been asked to MC that part of Captain Kids. And that's sponsored in part by Lindsay Pradell from Fringe Beauty Studio out that way. And, well, we're just going to have fun being a host for the pageant out there. And then coming up later on in the evening, some very exciting bands and a whole long list, and forgive me if I have to read it, but there's a lot here. Starting on Friday, the Stacy Ziegers Band has been added into the event on the Friday night. Scotch Prophet, Jets to Ground, and Scott Maneri and the Barn Burners going to be there putting on their fabtabulous, phenomenal show. Of course, Scott Maneri and the Barn Burners here a few weeks ago on the show. So get down there, check things out on the Friday night. On the Saturday, even a longer list. Brooke Nichols will be there, Kristen Nichols Band, the Killin' Time Band, Serena Prine and the Mandevilles, and Stereo Kid and Two Crown King make a return to this area. Of course, remember back at the Get the Ball Rolling with the Trues, but Stereo Kid and Two Crown King down there. Going to be down there on the Saturday, August the 4th for Captain Kids Day. And we'll be down there with the show camera, of course, as well, and we'll bring you some follow-up footage, but just get down to Captain Kids Day on August the 3rd and the 4th. And coming up next week, we're looking to have an interview with Jeff Dale, one of the event organizers for this Captain Kids Day, as well as, once again, Lindsay Pradell looking to do an interview with us. And that'll be on next week's show, so make sure you tune in for that. All right, got to take another quick break, and when we come back, we're going to continue on with our two-part interview with up-and-coming country star Kira-Jade. So take a look at this, and then we'll be back.
If you like live entertainment but don't want to stay out all night, then check out Bridges Restaurant located at the Holiday Inn, Sarnia. Enjoy some great food, ice-cold drinks, and every Thursday open mic from 6 to 9 p.m., and Fridays live entertainment from 7 to 10 p.m. Take the time and stop on by Bridges Restaurant Patio located at the Holiday Inn, Sarnia.
Hello everybody, David Burrows here with a very special and exciting offer for all of you here on the show. Imagine home phone service, home satellite service, and home high-speed internet service all bundled together for about $80 a month. That's right, about $80 a month gives you all three services, and it's only available from our special offer here on the show. Want more? Hey, call up Gary Smith from Bell and tell him you watched the show with David Burrows, get the services, and your first 3 months are free. Simple as that. Call the number on the screen. First 3 month services are free and only $80 a month for all three services. You can't get a better deal than that, folks. And that deal is only available by calling the number on the screen and by telling them you watched the show with David Burrows. Welcome back once again here on the show, and thanks to Bridges Restaurant for supporting the show as well. Be sure to get down there on a Thursday or Friday evening and check out the entertainment. It's a beautiful night out there facing the golf course. And also our sponsor, Bell. Thank you very much for your support here on the show. All right, well, as promised earlier, I mentioned Kira-Jade, an up-and-coming country performer, singer, songwriter, welcomed us into her home for a two-part interview and talking about some of the things that she's already done and some of the things she's currently doing and some of the things that are coming up in the future that she's going to share with us. So we're going to do this in two parts, but turn up the volume. You're going to want to listen to this interview and check out this lovely young lady, excellent singer. Well, I'm just going to let the interview speak for itself. So right now, let's go into the home of Kira-Jade. Well, hello, everybody, and here we are once again on the show with a special guest. And as I mentioned last week that we would be talking to Kira-Jade. We didn't know we were going to pull it off this quick, but here we are in the home. Kira-Jade, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great, thanks for being here on the show.
No problem.
You are doing some really exciting things.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, you've got a new album that you're working
Yes.
on, and share that with everybody. What's going on there?
Sure. Yeah, so I'm doing my debut album with a music studio in Brantford called I'm Studios.
Right.
I signed a recording contract with them last summer, and we've kind of worked together for a few years now. Before I went to Japan, so it was about two or 3 years ago,
Right.
we recorded Baby It's Cold Outside, a country version of it,
Okay.
with actually my producer slash co-writer now, Jamie Prokop. We
Right.
sang it together. So we kind of been on and off talking about working together in the future, and I just went off on all these adventures. And when I came back, we sat down and we decided that this was definitely the right step to take next. So yeah, I'm really excited to get my debut album done with them. And the coolest thing about this recording contract is that they asked me to write the music
Yeah.
and co-write the music, which
Right.
normally doesn't happen. They usually just hand you the music and say, you're going to sing this. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm definitely blessed in that sense that I get to be a part of the whole process.
Right. So you've got many things going on with that. Now let's go back a little bit
Okay.
though, and we'll come back to that some more. Tim McGraw.
Yes.
That had to be exciting. Opening. What do you do after opening up for Tim McGraw?
You know what? That was actually the busiest week of my life, to be
Yeah.
honest, because I was doing, I was in High School Musical live on stage in Toronto.
Okay.
So I was playing, for those of you watching who know High School Musical, I was playing Sharpay, which is like this crazy, blonde, mean Paris Hilton type girl.
All right.
So I was in the middle of a really long run of that show, and they actually were able to cancel one show so I could come back to Sarnia to sing for Tim McGraw.
Oh, wow.
And then I had 2 shows the next day, a matinee and an evening show. So I had to finish Tim McGraw, and it almost felt like a dream. I left, and then I got on the train back to Toronto and was there in time to get ready the next day for my show. So it was a whirlwind, but one of the best experiences of my life.
Yeah. And did you get to meet Tim McGraw?
I did get to meet him, and he smelled really good.
Spoken true.
I think he was probably wearing his own cologne, maybe. He has Tim McGraw cologne, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, it was very brief. I got to say hi to McGraw. I'm Kira, and he said, I know, and he told me he heard me sing.
He said it like that with that high voice?
No, he said, I know.
Yeah.
And he said he heard me sing, and basically he took my demo, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And we took a picture together, and then they shoved me out, but that was okay.
Yeah.
At least he got my music, and I got to say hi. And
yeah. Very brief, but there's always lots of people that want to meet the stars.
Yeah,
and celebrities,
exactly.
Of course, but you did get to hand him your
I
demo.
know. And he heard me sing, which was so cool.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Now, what else? What else have you got going on? I mean, you opened up for Tim McGraw. And,
Yeah.
And you mentioned Japan in there. Let's
Yes.
talk a little bit about that.
So Japan will always have a very special place in my heart. I've been there twice now. I've lived there twice. The very first time I was 18, and it was a modeling contract in Tokyo.
Right.
That was only 3 months, but that was really, really cool. And then I'd always hoped I would go back, but I didn't really know if I would or not. And I ended up going back last year. It was 2011 to 2012. I had a 1-year contract with Universal Studios Japan, and that was so cool. I got to sing in a girl group called Hello Kitty and the Kittens,
Right.
and there's 4 girls, 2 Japanese girls, 2 foreign girls, and we were kind of like a Pussycat Dolls / Spice Girls
okay,
type
neat.
thing,
Oh, yeah.
but for kids. So it was
Right.
really fun, and we sang and we danced. 26-minute show 5 times a day, 5 times a week.
Oh, wow.
So I think it was something over like 1,000 times we ended up performing in a year.
Is that right?
And one of the highlights of my time there, well, I mean, performing highlights. I mean, I
Right.
made so many friends and had so many life-changing experiences. But my performing highlight was at New Year's Eve, and they celebrate New Year's in Japan. It's the biggest celebration
Yeah,
of the year.
it really is.
I got to sing in front of 30,000 people
Wow.
at the big New Year's Eve celebration at Universal Studios. And it was me and a few other girls, and we had like 12 backup dancers. And they had the special DJ who does the DJing for the Grammys. He
Oh,
was our
okay.
DJ for it. And I got to sing like Lady Gaga and stuff. It was really fun. But
Yeah.
in front of 30,000 people with like in-ear monitors, it was my Britney Spears
The
microphone.
professional all the way to the top.
It was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Great
so that was
experience.
my performing highlight there for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Kira, we're going to talk to you some more, but first we're going to take a break.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to show you a couple things here that we need to show you here on the show, and then we're going to come back and we're going to talk more with Kira-Jade. She's going to talk more about her album, and she's going to play a song for us, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
am.
So we'll take a break, and then we'll be back. Hi, everybody. Join me, David Burrows, for my annual Karaoke Cruise on the Duke d'Orleans, August 25th. $25 a person, and you can call me at 519-490-4617. Don't miss the karaoke event of the summer on the Duke d'Orleans, August the 25th. All right, we're back here once again. Special guest this week, Kira-Jade, and has invited us into her home. And we've been talking a little bit some of her travels and opening up for Tim McGraw in Japan. And now we're going to go back to, let's talk a little bit more about the album. But just before we do it,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you the most common question that gets asked, your influences and favorite artists.
Okay. I mean, right off the bat, my favorite singer of all time, performer, my inspiration since I was this big was Shania Twain.
Okay.
That was the first CD I ever bought, and I listened to it over and over again and stood in my room with my hairbrush and sang along to it and wished I was Shania Twain.
Kids still do that?
Oh, yeah. Except now they do it on YouTube and then post it.
Yeah, right. That's right.
I didn't have YouTube, or else I would have been
No, we
the
didn't
YouTube
have
girl.
computers. But anyway, so, okay, Shania Twain. And
Yeah.
why so much Shania Twain? What is it about her?
I mean, there's so much. I mean, just her as a person. I think she's so down to earth, and she never let fame change who she was. And
Right.
she was just watching her on stage. You couldn't peel your eyes off of her. And
no.
I've really just tried.
Guys like going to her concerts.
Oh yeah, but girls do too. She's something that someone told me a long time ago was that as an artist you need to make the boys fall in love with you and the girls want to be your best friend.
Yeah.
And I think she did a really good job at that. And so I've always tried to be a lot like her.
Yeah. And she's sassed it up.
She did. Yeah, she did. And she brought something new. She
crossed some borders, maybe. Yeah. But maybe not so much considered cross-border now, but back then they were.
She kind of she was the pioneer for people like me who want to do something different with country music.
Yeah.
So my producer and I, Jamie, we've really tried to we didn't want to make our music exactly like Shania Twain, of course, and Mutt Lange, but we really wanted to try and do something like they did, where bring something new to country music, something cutting edge, that not just people who listen to country radio will like, but people who listen to pop and hip hop and everything, they'll be able to relate to what we've done.
Seems to be happening a lot.
It is.
Not hugely just yet with country, but
it's getting there.
Touching there that.
Yeah.
People who might not have said I love country are maybe listening to it a little bit more because it's got the rocky and the pop and the dance in it.
Definitely.
So is that kind of something we're seeing on the album?
Definitely. You'll definitely see some dance beats in the songs and hip hop guitar or hip hop drum beats. But then something really cool that we're doing, because I grew up listening to all of the old country stars, Kitty Wells, Emmylou Harris, Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings. That's what I grew up with.
That's country.
That is country. So I learned to yodel from them, all that kind of stuff. So there's always going to be a really special place in my heart for that kind of music. And my grandpa was the one who taught me to play guitar, and he's the one who kind of put that little seed in my head. You know what? You should be a country music singer. Yeah. Because I want to be one. So I wanted to, keep a little bit of that in this album. So one of the songs that we chose to do last year is called Honky Tonk Angel, and it's by Kitty Wells.
Right.
And we're actually doing something pretty cool with it. Without going too much into detail, it's going to start off really, really traditional country with like the old piano, and then it's going to drop into really cool rock country.
Okay, all right.
So I'd always hoped she'd be able to hear the song and somehow I'd get her take on it, but sadly she's passed away recently. Yeah. But I'm glad that we'll have the song on the album as a little tribute to her. So. Sure.
Well, could you pick up the guitar there and play a little Kitty Wells for us?
I'll do a more traditional version.
Sure. This is a fancy schmancy guitar.
Thank you. I have a serious problem. I'm obsessed with pink and sparkles.
Okay.
Anyone who knows me, this is just
the way it is. This is just Kira.
It's just me. Yeah. Right, pink sparkles and feathers. If you put me in a room with that, I'll be happy.
Okay. Very good. So this is Kitty Wells.
Kitty Wells. Yeah. Okay. Honky Tonk Angel. As I sit here tonight, the jukebox playing the tune about the wild side of life. As I listen to the words you are saying, it brings memories of when I was a trustful wife. It wasn't God who made honky tonk angels, as you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they're still single, and that has caused many a good girl to go wrong. Well, it's a shame that all the blame is on us women. It's not true that only you men feel the same. From the start, most every heart that's ever been broken was because there was always a man to blame. In God who made honky tonk angels, as you said in the words of your song. Too many times married men think they're still single, and that has caused many a good girl to go wrong. In God who made honky tonk angels, as you said in the words of your song.
Kira-Jade, that's awesome.
Thank you.
You have such a beautiful voice.
Thank
You're very,
you.
very talented there.
Thank you very much.
And I'm sure Kitty would have enjoyed that.
I hope so.
You know, I hear that song every Sunday because I host a karaoke here in town every Sunday afternoon. There's a lady that comes in there and she sings that.
I'll have to come here to do it sometime.
Yeah, and maybe you could come in and play the guitar for her.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I've just started. I mean, I've been playing the guitar for a long time, but I've just started trying to play it live. So
Right.
I've only done it a few times. So I'm really enjoying it.
Yes?
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
I've never ever been nervous ever. I can tell you that I've never had stage fright in my life.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is until I played my guitar live.
Yeah.
I did it the very first time. Where was I? I think it was just like a little coffee shop or something. And I
Okay.
sat down and I'd sing and I was fine. And then I put the guitar and my fingers stopped working. And my head, I just forgot everything. And
Whoops.
I was just like, I think I played the wrong chords the whole time. But I don't know what it is. It's just something about the
Yeah.
guitar that kind of freaks me out. But I'm getting over it now.
Yeah. Well, you did just fine right there. That was
Thank
very
you.
enjoyable. Let's talk. We're going to have to start wrapping up, but let's
Yes.
talk a little bit more about the album. There's
Yes.
there's a single on there, of course, you were just talking about, and give us a little bit more insight on the album, and then
All right.
there's a video that we want to share.
Yes,
as well,
there
right?
is. So yeah, the album's coming along. We're hoping to release the entire album most likely the beginning of next year.
Okay.
But we are working on my first single. It's as of right now, it's going to be a really cool up-tempo song that I'm really excited for everyone to hear. I'm just dying to have people hear this music that we've made.
Did we get a title out of you, or we're not supposed to yet? Or
I can't yet, but when I know, I'll let you know.
Okay, awesome. That's what I was really going for.
I can tell you though, this song that we're releasing, it's sassy, it's so much fun. It's about a girl. It's about me, really, and it's about not being afraid to be who you are, whether or not you live, in a small town. You can get dressed up in your high heels and your stilettos, get out there, have fun, and yeah, it's really sassy and fun. So
well, we'll look forward to you sharing that with us.
So that should be coming out at the end of the summer.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll hold you to that then.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there's a video we're going to play here. Tell us, this is a YouTube video that we're going to share. Tell us about that.
So this was recorded in the winter when we were doing the very beginning of the recording stages of my album. So it's just, the bones of the songs, the, guitar, drums, piano, and guitar.
Right.
And it's just kind of like a sneak peek of, I think, maybe 2 or 3 songs on my album.
Oh,
They're my mid-tempo slow songs.
Here we go. All right.
Yes. So
very good.
Yeah, the very beginning stages, but it'll give you an idea of what we're doing.
Very good. Very excited for you, Kira-Jade.
Thank you.
And wishing you all the best in your
Thanks.
success. I mean, you've already had many successes, but certainly see more coming for you. So stay in touch with us,
Thank
please.
you. I will.
Okay, very good. Once again, here in the home of Kira-Jade, and we're going to be following up with her as well. But right now, we want to show you this video, this teaser video of Kira-Jade, and then we'll be back on the show. All right, welcome back to the studio. Kira-Jade, thank you so much for welcoming us into your home. We really enjoyed talking to you and listening to you play the guitar, and we wish Kira all the best of success in her career. Kira also promises to stay in touch with us on a regular basis, and she'll keep us informed as things progress with her album. We might even get a little sneak peek in there. But check out her website, Kira-Jade.com. Should be floating around on the screen there, and check her out on Facebook, YouTube, and all. She's got a lot of videos on YouTube, so check that out for sure. So Kira-Jade, once again, thank you so much, and all the best of success in your career. All right, before we wrap up the show, just a few more announcements. Let's talk about internet radio for a moment, though. Halos and Horns Internet Radio, running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I've put a link on my website, and that's how you can get there to listen to all kinds of different music. But every Monday night at 9:30 Eastern for 1 hour, yours truly, yes, I'm a guest DJ there, and playing all the local music is what I'm trying to do. I do a little bit of everything. And I can take your calls via Skype. So the show Sarnia is the Skype number to contact me. And I'll be live 9:30 to 10:30 every Monday evening. And we're hoping to do some interviews with some people. And if you just want to call in and you want to make a request or you just want to talk about something, that's the time to do it. So once again, every Monday, 9:30 to 10:30, Halos and Horns Internet Radio. Tune in and take a listen. I'd really appreciate that. All right. Some other things. Very exciting for wrestling fans. Coming up, September the 22nd. It's official. Yep, WWE is coming to Sarnia with SmackDown Tour. And this is going to be a very, very exciting event. Slated to wrestle is heavyweight champion Sheamus, along with the Intercontinental champion Christian is going to be there. And WWE diva Natalya is going to be there too. Yeah, so we're very excited for the WWE SmackDown tour to be coming to Sarnia. And we're working on and very close to having some interviews lined up that we'll have here on the show. But tickets go on sale for this event this Saturday, July the 28th, starting at 10 o'clock. So I expect there'll be a bit of a lineup there. So get down there early and get your tickets. And we'll have more as this event comes closer to talk to you about. All right, another event we want to talk to you about coming up September the 28th down at the Imperial Theater, sponsored in part by Cheeky Monkey. This is going to be a very exciting event. Jim Chevalier, local musician, along with Soul Patch and Scott Maneri and the Barn Burners, are putting together a show with Cheeky Monkey in the Imperial Theater. Tickets for this event will be $12 each, or only two for $20, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. And we're going to have some more interviews and be talking more as that date gets closer. Specifically, actually, and just recently talking to Jim Chevalier, he's got a new project underway, and you'll see some of this at this performance. But coming up on next week's show, Jim Chevalier and Adam Miner will be here to talk about the new project that they're working on together, and we'll have that interview for you here on next week's show. But once again, tickets available down at Cheeky Monkey, $12 or two for $20, and that's September the 28th with, once again, Jim Chevalier, Soul Patch, and Scott Maneri and the Barn Burners. Very, very excited for that. Also, I want to say a special thank you to Michelle down at SarniaRocks.com. Thank you, Michelle. Michelle chose me to be the person of the month on her website. So check that out. She did a nice little blurb and everything there for me. And so anyway, I'm quite thrilled to be person of the month down at SarniaRocks.com. Now, I get asked a lot about my shirts and where do I get them? Well, I get them all over the place and everything, but everybody always sees the front, but they never see the back. So somebody said, well, do you have anything on the back of your shirts? Well, you see this one here. This one came from Memphis. Scott Maneri, if he's watching, he'll really like this case. So I'm just going to do a little loop-de-loop. Can you see that there? Elvis, thank you very much. Yes, this is my Elvis shirt. I'm a big Elvis fan. And I recently acquired about 10 Elvis vinyls, so I'm very excited about that. But yes, I get my shirts from all over. If you got a crazy shirt you'd like me to wear on the show, get it to me. I'd be happy to wear that here. It's kind of the trademark thing, I guess. So I think that's all I got to talk about. Is there anything you want to talk about? Anybody want to talk about anything down there? No? I guess everything's good, so hopefully I didn't forget anything. I checked my notes and I look at the camera and everything's fine. So be sure to watch the credits as they scroll across the screen. You never know what you're going to see there. But make sure you check out last week's show. Should be a spot there for you to click. And anyway, yeah, okay, I'm done now. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching the show. Remember to subscribe and share with 5 new friends. And yeah, I'm still going. I don't know why, but why are you still here? The show's over. Got to do the Ferris Bueller thing. The show's over, but keep watching the credits anyway. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great week and an even better weekend. We'll see you next time right here on the show. Bye for now.
Now I've got a song that I'd like to sing, just like Kenny Roberts used to do. Margot and Patsy and old Will Carter and Ranger Doug, that old buckaroo. Hi-dee-ho, dee-ho, dee-da-doo, dee-ho, 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 hi-dee-ho, dee-ho, dee-da-doo, dee-ho, 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 hi-da-dee-dee-dee. Ho-da-dee, ha-da-dee, ha-da-dee, ho-da-dee, ho-da-dee, ha-dee-da-dee, ho-da-dee, dee-ho, dee-ho-da-dee, ho-da-dee, country songs with a beat that make you tap your feet, songs that might even make you cry. If you want, you can sing right along with me, 'cause country music's never gonna die. Hi-dee-ho, dee-ho, dee-da-doo, dee-ho, dee-ho-da-doo, dee-ho, dee-ho-da-dee. Hi-dee-ho, dee-ho, dee-da-doo, dee-ho, dee-ho-da-doo, hi-da-dee-dee. Oh, dee-da-dee, ho-da-dee, ho-da-dee, hi-da-dee, ho-da-dee, 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 hi-dee-da-dee, ho-da-dee, 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 hi-dee-da-dee, ho-da-dee, ho-da-dee.